So far, you asked for the win here. I was having a bunch of video codec errors. And that seems to have finished. And can I? Look at that. This is installed, right? So this whole challenge thing kind of came about of a different type of deal. I'm a Linux Mint guy, as we'll probably get into eventually, but for right now we don't need to get into it too deep. But while I was on the Linux users group in the Discord, and Matt from the Linux Cast may have gotten after me just a tad for being a Linux Mint user because Linux Mint is for noobs. And he's not entirely wrong. But the funny part has to do with the fact that it's almost as if I shouldn't be running Mint. I don't know. I like things that work. And Mint works, so I keep using it. But it did get me thinking, you know, what happens if Mint disappears tomorrow, right? You know, what am I supposed to do? So I was like, okay, fine, Matt, you win. I will take on a 30-day challenge with OpenSuse Tumbleweed, which is his child at the current moment. So perfectly fine. And honestly, I don't expect there to be a ton of issues for 30 days. Unless there's a crap ton of system updates, I expect it to go pretty smoothly. So just my thoughts in the first couple of hours, in the first day. Yeah, I mean, I got it installed. You'll see the progress here on the screen and whatnot. But yeah, it gets installed, and it wasn't super hard. The installer wasn't crazy or anything like that. And I've gotten to learn some things about SUSE that I think are pretty cool. And I'm even going to do a side tangent into XFCE, which I will put it back on Plasma because I do want to finish out with the DE that I started with, even though Plasma has its own problems. I wanted to see some different functionalities of Zipper and whatnot, because I'm not exactly new, but I'm not exactly, you know, super high-end either. But for day one, really not too bad. I like a Windows 7 style layout, and Plasma does offer that out of the box. So for me, the biggest change is I'm used to Debian Ubuntu, LMDE, Linux Mint. Those all use apt, and this uses Zipper, and Zipper is just a little different. It's also a little, I was saying it was slower, but to be honest, every time I've used it recently, it's not bad, and that's kind of the fun part. So I don't know, it's kind of interesting. We'll just kind of leave it there for right now, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom through the installation process here, and we'll get on to the rest of the video. But yeah, so far, kind of weird. I'm not entirely surprised about video codecs. So many distros worry about it. That just kind of seems to be a thing. So they got a pretty nice welcome page here. It tells you exactly what you're running. You can contribute. You can build OpenSuse. So far, the open build service has been a lifesaver. They even got a README, documentation, get software, which I assume will take me to, oh yeah, SUSE software in the browser. Interesting. First things first though, I want to change this to dark mode. What the crap is this? Oh, this is like old school. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was like old school KDE, and I'm like, nah, bruh. We're going dark mode. Going into these colors. For right now, let's get the green going. So I've used KDE before. It's not, you know, super crazy. I'm not using Wayland quite yet. I think we're going to stick with X since it's the default. I might play with some Wayland, but probably not out of the box. This is just a spare laptop of mine. It's completely overkill. But I got it for 25 bucks, so, and it has a bum battery. It sort of works, sort of doesn't. It also's got some broken keys and stuff on it that don't quite work, like the delete key sort of does, and sometimes if you get uber aggressive, other keys work. So it's one of those. I don't really rice so much, but we can go into my Synology drive and go into Star Trek here, and let's find us a wallpaper that would be good. I believe I had this before, set as wallpaper. Okay, so now I want to go in here and I want to set my colors. I guess we'll go orange. Do I want orange? Yeah, we'll do orange. That makes the most sense for that. Now we're going to need software. Now I don't necessarily need that pinned, and I probably won't use Firefox now. Okay, yeah, it looks like I already got FlatHub out of the box. I'm more prone to use FlatHub packages, and some of that could be because I installed OBS Studio. But let's go ahead, and yeah, people are going to cringe. You know, I'm using Google Chrome. That's just the browser I use. I like my crap to work. I'll eventually switch away from it. We're going to need Discord. Going to need Caprine because I do use a lot of Facebook Messenger for things. Going to need Thunderbird for sure. Looks like we have a Flatpak version. That is perfectly fine. Oh my gosh, this trackpad. That is not the direction that touchpad should go. Touchpad. Inverted scrolling. Thank you. I mean, I have a mouse, but sometimes I don't. Okay, so I've got that. Does it come with LibreOffice? It does, so go ahead and pin Calc. I don't use these a lot, but I probably will. A little bit. Let me see, what else could I possibly need? Yes, oh, Kdenlive. And I do have to use the Flatpak of Kdenlive. Long story short, the Flatpak is compatible with the Windows and Mac versions because I have edited on a Mac. And that can be a problem. trying to think if there's anything else, because I need terminal to SSH into the server. Oh, Synology, which the Flatpak windows work very well. My Synology's down right now due to weather and whatnot, but that should at least do something for me. Yeah, that's what I expected to have happen. I've got all those installing. Kdenlive is nice. I could edit on here if I need to. So one of the other pieces of software I do use is an app image. It is Presenter. It's the software our church uses. And the Linux download is an app image. So we'll get to see how app images work with them as well. Trying to think of what else I might need. One of the things that I will do is I will symlink some of these directories. Oh gosh, yeah, single click needs to go. General behavior selects them. This is the right way. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll literally delete pictures and rename that to pictures. So when I hit pictures, it brings me into my pictures. Okay, so I can get rid of documents. So once I set up Synology on here, I'll do that for, I don't normally do it for music. And in this case, I'm not going to do it for videos for reasons. But I like being able to hit documents and go in and be able to, boom, do stuff. So we'll wait for that to download, install. These are going to take a while. So I think for right now, everything seems to be working more or less. Oh, you know what? This is KDE Plasma. Get edit mode. So I would totally do that. I don't need pager. Hey. Hey. Remove pager. Oh, add widgets. Weather. Go back into edit mode. Yeah, KDE's a little glitchy, but do we have one for caps lock status? Yeah, that's the other one I like to do on Cinnamon. Configure that status, caps lock, and num lock. Oh, I see. It's just not. Okay, it does that by default. Fair enough. Guess I needed a password. Honestly, don't know what for. We're gonna unpin that. I don't do some of this KDE software stuff, but hey, you know, it's like we got VLC, and I can't. Oh, I know what I need. Flame shot. I didn't even know that was a flat pack. That's wild. Okay, now I got everything. Oh, nope, I need Krita. And this is a lot more than I normally do with this laptop, so I mean, this should be a real test of my use case here. So I'm going to stop it here and come back once all this is installed and wrap things up. So pretty much, that's pretty much most of my thoughts on this. I just kind of wanted to get my first impressions out of SUSE, you know, and this laptop, to be honest. 25 bucks for this beautiful monstrosity. I do have a CMOS battery coming in for it, so hopefully, since I will get to travel with this thing fairly soon, that I'll get a new CMOS battery. That way the battery doesn't die in 2 days, which is what it currently does, and potato chip on me probably. But yeah, being used to apt, not zipper, getting used to the different commands and whatnot, not a super big deal. The biggest thing being that zipper is a lot more well thought out than I thought it was. The biggest thing is it's super robust. If you know what you're doing, it's super robust. If you don't, you're going to cause a disaster. But even then, just, I don't know. It's kind of weird with the default Plasma that it doesn't have the repo software built directly into it. Even though it's enabled, I can't get Discover to do anything like that. So everything that I installed through Discover were all flatpaks. I don't know. I did get into a little bit of Wayland, but I gotta be honest, Wayland is irritating and not ready. I do love the smooth animations, and I like, you know, certain things work pretty well. Other things were, to be honest, Kwin crashed on me multiple times. That just happens. More importantly, frickin' Dolphin was Dolphin. It crashed on me like 4 times in the same afternoon while just working with my NAS. Like, come on, bro. I'm not even moving big files back and forth. It just got hung up somewhere in the process and went pfft. So, I mean, that's just KDE for you sometimes. Not a terrible desktop environment, but you're going to find some bugs here and there, and it's going to be like, bro, why? Why is this a thing? It's not even necessarily just hardware. KDE is just buggy sometimes. So I'm going to stick with the X11 session on that for now. I might play with Wayland again before the experience is up. But overall, I did updates and whatnot. This is recorded a little bit later after I've had a couple days to stew. And it's not bad. It's not bad. And I'll throw it in the wherever over here. But I've already been through KDE to XFCE, back to KDE. I even went to Cinnamon and XFCE again before I went back to KDE, and everything is still working and roughly the same package count, which is impressive. Zipper uses patterns. They're pretty darn cool. If Matt in the Linkscast hasn't done a video on that, I'm going to go searching. If he hasn't, I want to do a video on it, because that is more robust, in my opinion, than anything Fedora has out there. And of course, Debian does not have this kind of robusticity. Yeah, robusticity. Robustness. There we go. Where you could just rip desktop environments out and slap another one in there, and things just keep working. Even moving from Qt to GDK apps, it just works. And in fact, doing so fixed my Slimbook battery problem, so I don't know. I'm still getting an error about missing a repo. I need to look into that, and I believe it's because I installed with Ventoy, and it's looking for the ISO file, which is weird. Debian does that, and it's just a simple, just remove that. So I guess we'll find out. If you like the video, I appreciate everyone that supported me in this so far. Biggest thing is, all joking aside, Matt's a great guy. Go watch his channel. I'll try to remember to link it in the description. The Linux Cast is a great place, a great Discord. The Linux Tube for shouting me out here the other day. Good fun. I appreciate these guys, at least taking an honest look at me and knowing that, yeah, I'm doing shenanigans, but I do it for fun. I don't do it for money. I do it for fun. Like everybody else in the servers and whatnot. And also to Jake and Nate of Nate's server, and be Matt's editor for anybody that knows that. You guys are great. I appreciate it. You've been very, very kind, and been great to have fun with you here the last few weeks trying to figure all this out and whatnot. So thanks for watching.